There was once a young woman named Lily who lived in a coastal town where the wind never stopped blowing. Lily was 26 years old. She worked at a small bookshop near the harbor. Her job was simple. She sorted books. She helped customers. She cleaned shelves. But inside her mind, nothing was simple. Lily's thoughts never stopped. From the moment she woke up until she finally fell asleep, her mind raced. Worry about yesterday. Anxiety about tomorrow. Regret about things she said. Fear about things that might happen. Her head felt full, heavy, loud. She forgot conversations. She made mistakes at work. She could not enjoy anything because even when her body was present, her mind was somewhere else. Always somewhere else. People told her to relax, to stop overthinking, to let things go. But Lily did not know how. The thoughts came on their own. She had no control. It felt like being trapped in a room with 1,000 voices all talking at once. One evening after work, Lily sat on the harbor wall, watching the sea. The sun was setting. The water was calm. It should have been peaceful. But her mind would not stop. She thought about a mistake she made 3 years ago. Then she worried about bills due next month. Then she remembered something embarrassing from childhood. An old woman sat down beside her. Lily did not notice at first. The woman was quiet. She just sat there, looking at the same sunset. After a long silence, the woman spoke. "Your mind is very busy." Lily turned, surprised. She did not know this woman. How could she tell? The woman smiled gently. "I can see it in your eyes. You are here, but you are not here. Your body sits on this wall, but your mind is everywhere except this moment." Lily felt tears rising. It was true. She was exhausted from her own thoughts. She asked the woman if there was a way to make it stop. The woman said yes, but not the way most people think. She explained that she lived alone in a small cottage on the cliffs. She had lived there for 20 years. Before that, she lived in a big city. She was a lawyer. Very successful. Very busy. And very miserable. Her mind was exactly like Lily's. Full of thoughts, worries, plans, regrets. She tried everything, therapy, medicine. Meditation. Nothing worked. Until one day, someone taught her a simple truth. The woman stood up. "Come visit me tomorrow morning, early. Before work. I will show you something." Lily agreed. She did not know why, but something in the woman's calm voice gave her hope. The next morning, Lily walked up the cliff path to the cottage. The sun was just rising. The woman was waiting outside with 2 empty buckets. She handed one bucket to Lily. Then she walked to a well and filled both buckets to the very top, heavy, full. Water almost spilling over. The woman said, "We're going to walk down this path to the beach. It is rocky, uneven. Steep in places. Your job is to carry this bucket and not spill a single drop." Lily looked at the path. It was narrow. There were loose stones. Tree roots crossing. It would be difficult. But she nodded. They began walking. The woman went first. Lily followed carefully. She held the bucket with both hands. Her eyes stayed on the water. Every step was slow, deliberate. She had to focus completely, or the water would spill. The path turned. Lily adjusted her grip. A bird flew past her head. She did not look. Her attention stayed on the bucket. The woman called back, asking if she was okay. Lily barely heard. She was too focused. Step by step. Minute by minute. The path seemed endless. But Lily did not think about how long it was taking. She did not worry about being late for work. She did not remember yesterday's mistake or tomorrow's worry. There was only this moment. This step. This bucket. Finally, they reached the beach. Lily looked down. Not a single drop spilled. She looked up at the woman with surprise and relief. The woman smiled. Now tell me, during that walk, how many thoughts did you have? Lily paused. She realized something strange. None. She had no thoughts. Her mind was completely quiet for the first time in years. The woman nodded. That is the secret. Your mind becomes empty when it has one task to focus on completely. When you live fully in this moment, there is no room for other thoughts. Lily felt confused. But I cannot carry a bucket of water everywhere. The woman laughed softly. You do not need to. The bucket was just to show you what your mind can do. But you can apply the same focus to anything. Washing dishes, walking, breathing. It does not matter what the task is. What matters is that you are fully present while doing it. She explained further. Your mind is like a room. Right now, that room is full of furniture from the past and boxes of worry about the future. There is no space left. But when you focus completely on this moment, you empty the room. You create space. And in that space, there is peace. Lily sat on the sand. She watched the waves. For the first time, she actually saw them. Not thinking about them. Just seeing them. The woman sat beside her in comfortable silence. After a while, Lily asked how to practice this. The woman said it was simple, but not easy. Start small. Pick one activity each day. Something ordinary. Making tea. Tying shoes. Walking to work. Do that one thing with complete attention. Notice every detail. Every sensation. When thoughts come, and they will come, gently return your focus to the task. She warned that the mind would resist. It was used to being busy. It would try to pull Lily back into thinking. But with practice, the mind would learn to be still. Lily thanked the woman. She walked to work that morning differently. She paid attention to her footsteps. The feeling of the ground. The sound of her breathing. Thoughts came. Many thoughts. But each time, she brought her attention back to walking. It was hard. Her mind fought against it. But for brief moments, she felt that same quietness. From carrying the bucket. And, in those moments, there was peace. Days passed. Lily practiced. Some days were easier than others. But slowly, something changed. The constant noise in her head became softer, not gone, but quieter, more manageable. She started sleeping better. She made fewer mistakes at work. She could actually listen when people spoke to her. She could enjoy her tea without her mind racing ahead to the next thing. 1 month later, Lily returned to the cottage. The woman was in her garden, pulling weeds with complete focus. Lily watched her for a moment. She understood now. This was not just gardening. This was meditation. This was peace. The woman looked up and smiled. "You look different." Lily smiled back. "I am different. You taught me that peace is not something I need to search for. It is here. In this moment. Always available. I just needed to learn how to empty my mind." The woman returned to her weeding. Lily sat nearby and simply existed in that moment. No past. No future. Just now. Later, Lily would tell people what she learned. But most did not understand. They thought peace required special techniques, sacred places, perfect conditions. They did not realize it was much simpler. Peace does not come from adding something to your life. It comes from emptying your mind of everything except this present moment. When you wash dishes, just wash dishes. When you walk, just walk. When you breathe, just breathe. Your mind will resist. It has been busy for so long that stillness feels wrong. But that is only because you forgot what peace feels like. You forgot that your natural state is calm. All the noise is learned. And what is learned can be unlearned. Lily still had hard days. Days when her mind filled up again with worry and regret. But now she knew the way back. Back to the present. Back to peace. Back to the quiet space inside that was always there, waiting. She would remember the bucket, the cliff path, the complete focus required to not spill a single drop. And she would apply that same focus to whatever she was doing in that moment. Not perfectly, but honestly. That was enough. Because peace does not require perfection. Peace only requires presence. Being here. Now. Fully. Completely. With nothing added and nothing taken away. Just this moment. Empty of past. Empty of future. Full of now. That is where peace lives. That is where it has always lived. In the space you create when you finally empty your mind.